All right, so here we have the ace against Whitebeard. We can try to go second. Why not? Still not sure which one I prefer, if it's going first or second. And here our hand is not that great, so we will mulligan, and it's not better. But at least we can do Striker and Whitebeard Pirates as our first turn. So we will start with Whitebeard Pirates just in case we get an Izou, and we actually do. So we will get the Izou, and we will drop the Izou, and we get the forecast Marco, which I think will be pretty good in this matchup. So we'll try and we'll see if it was the right decision. Next turn, unfortunately, I'm not gonna drop the forecast Marco as of yet. We will keep that one until we get to life. So we might as well just play the Striker for next turn. Oh, we'll see. Here we'll take just to have more cards in hand, and we drew another ace, rush ace. So that is very unfortunate, and we're not gonna drop the Jet Pistol now, but I think for next turn it will be good. Yeah, so hopefully we get something that we can actually use with the Jet Pistol. So we will do the Striker, and unfortunately we bottom deck an Izou and a Marco, but we have more to go, so we will take the Crossfire. And here the Crossfire is a card that we need next turn to be able to play it with the Jet Pistol. And here we just do 6 at life. We're not gonna discard anything, and just force him to discard 1 card to counter or to take the life. Alright, so he took life, and guessing no trigger. Yep. And we end our turn. So here he's at 5. So it's either he plays a Marco into nothing, or he plays his vanilla 5 cost, 7 power, or the Luffy, right? So since we saw that the winning list of the OP03 regional had Luffy in it, but he played Atmos, which we can Jet Pistol this turn, and we don't have to use our Crossfire. So here I'm debating whether or not I should take or counter, but I think I will counter. So we will counter with Jozu and with the Striker. So we do 7 here, and we do that for the ace ability. And on 6, we will clear his board. So we will Jet Pistol to get rid of Atmos. And here I'm debating whether or not to get rid of his Vista. I don't think we need to as of now. So maybe we don't have to. Worst case scenario, I can play next turn. So I think I'll just attack and force him to use cards to counter or take life if he prefers. So yeah, so he didn't get a Searcher, so we don't know what he has in hand, and he only has a Vista on the field, and he got rid of Makino since he does not have Alright, so here I think it was a mistake on his part. He ended up discarding 2 cards for some reason, but we'll take it. So he's at 7, so it's either he plays Ace or he can do a combination. Alright, so he got the Zoro, so that's I have to think at this point that it's a list that's similar to the winning list, especially since now he's attacking for everything that he has now. And we will take that one since we cannot, and we will actually use the Whitebeard Pirates. And here this is interesting because next turn I could play the Marco. That'll be at 8. I don't think Whitebeard is the answer. Since I already have 2 aces, I'll be aggressive on that front. So yeah, let's just get the Marco. We'll get the Marco, And next turn, I should be able to... let's see. Yeah, so I'll take this one and do another Whitebeard Pirate. And for this one here, I think I'd rather take the Izou. Or I can take the Whitebeard Pirates. Yeah, since we're not the Marco. Since we're not looking for anything, we'll take another Marco. And here for 5, obviously, I think I will get rid of this Marco. Okay, so how are we playing this? Because I'm at 8, and I should be able to clear his board. So it's either I do cross fire into Marco, because I can't do... so I think that's what it is, right? Because we're at 8. Fortunately, we won't attack his leader, but we'll be at 8. So I can do crossfire to get rid of his Zoro, and then Seaquake to get rid of his Vista, and then we'll have the Marco on the board. Yeah, let's just do that. Why not? We'll play Marco, and then we'll just drop the Seaquake and then end our turn. So we have a 6k body on the board, and he's at 9. So if he plays the Whitebeard, might be interesting. But if he does, then we'll just play the Marco and leave 1 for the Radical Beam, so that way we can survive the following turn and just apply pressure to his life with our leader and with our character Marco. So that way we might be okay, but he decides to play Ace. That might be a problem for us if he decides to be aggressive. He's attacking for 7, and unfortunately, what do I want to do? Because I'll have to discard 3 cards. Oh yeah, no. Oh, that could be good because I'll be at 6. No, we're not gonna use it because he can simply just do... Alright, so he's attacking for 7. So we could have used it. Fortunately, we did not. We'll take it. We'll take that because we'll have our blocker Marco. Or we can try to end this actually. This turn by attacking for 10,000. Can he? Yeah, because by 6,000, yeah, he'll be able to clear that. We're not gonna do this. If I play the Marco and leave 2, that's 6. So I only have 4 left, and we have a bunch of 2k counters. Yeah, it's left. Yeah, so 6, so I'm at 4. So I can do 8 here. Unless he plays another rush. But in that case, like, we'll be in trouble. So maybe I leave enough to get another... no, I shouldn't have attacked with 8 in that case. But here he has to discard 2. So Otama and Izou. And so we play the Marco. So we play the Marco. Yeah, so we'll play the Marco right now. Leave 2 here for Radical Beam and for Guard Point. So the only way that he can win is if he drops the 5-cost Luffy, which maybe we can bait him to do that. Now I'm at 2 extra Dons. That might actually be, instead of attacking, just find another event so that I can actually use to discard. So we'll take this one here and another turn. So we grabbed an additional counter pretty much, right? Because of our ability instead of attacking. Because we can definitely survive these 2 attacks. So the question is if he's going to play the Rush Luffy to head straight into our life and and survive it. And once we survive it, I think we'll be fine for the following turn to go for the KO, unless he drops the Marco. But if he drops the Marco, we have the Flame Emperor to get rid of him, or we have the Otama and Vista to get rid of him also. So depending on what he does here, I would... So it's tricky, so I have to be careful, because here he's at... Okay, so he's at 6 now. So even if he drops the 5-cost Luffy, he cannot do the unblockable effect of the Luffy. So we are fine. So whatever attacks he does here, we can defend it, and then we'll simply block with the Marco. Then we'll discard an Ace to bring it back. And if he drops a Zoro, we have enough to counter it. Alright, so here he's trying to go for game, which unfortunately for him, we will be okay, because we do have the Radical Beam and the Jozu, which we'll do right now. So we will not block. We will do the Radical Beam, use regular counter effect, and the Jozu. And if he decides to just use 3 to KO my Marco at this point, we still have enough to survive this turn. So he doesn't, so we will simply block with the Marco, use the effect, discard the Ace to bring it back. And here, alright, so here he has a lot of life here. So is it better to have an additional attack of 7, or just simply put everything that we have on our characters, right? So if I do ink, so maybe I can start Whitewood, because if I put everything that I have here, unless we can still survive this, because we have 2 guard points, so we can simply get rid of his Ace. So we have 3 here, and here he's at 8, so we can do 7 here to attack, and then we'll attack for 8, and then that brings us in another turn. And then with the 8,000 here, we won't use the ability, because we do want to keep the guard points just in case he plays a Luffy. So he has the guard point. Yeah, so he had like the events. So I think this is the best way, because I don't think we could have killed him if we went for game, right? Because if he had 3 Dawns active, it's either he had 1 guard point and then a Red Hawk. But if we look at his trash, like he doesn't have any events, so probably has Radical Beam, probably has more guard points, or probably has a Red Hawk. And he still has a lot of cards in hand, and he didn't use a lot of 2k counters. So we were like in a small pickle, but that is okay, because now we are taking it slow. We have the cards to survive these attacks, and yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. He's deciding to attack our characters. So either way, I think at this point I have to save him so that we have multiple attacks. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I will do my 2. So we won't block, and I will do 2. Ooh, actually that might have been a mistake, because now my Marco is at 2. We can Seaquake, but if he Seaquakes, I'll be fine for 7. Yeah, so we'll do 2 guard points to protect our Marco. And actually, we could have. That was dumb of me. Don't do that. And now I just realized that I could have just sacked him and used one guard point instead. But that's my bad. I wasn't thinking properly. But that's okay. I don't think it matters. Like if he survives this, then like GG for him. Like honestly, like I don't know what to say anymore. So that's 8-14. So if he has it, he has it. And like yeah, like if he has it, he has it. Or maybe yeah, let's just go for it. Because after that I have this here. I can put and I can do another 8 here, or I can do 6 and 7 afterwards. So we'll see what he has. He had the 2 guard points, and he needs to discard 2 more cards. So I think we have it here. And like I said, all right. So that's GG. I think we played it pretty well. I think we did a good job of holding on because he did have the 3 guard points and Otama. So and maybe we could have went for game, but we don't know that. And the 2 guard points definitely never do that. I realized it when I did it. Like I'm not used to playing with red, so could have just let it die, let it be KO'd by the ace, and just discard 1 guard point and still have 1 the following turn to be able to power up my ace. So that was definitely the play to do. So that was a big like brain fart on my part. But yeah, so this is ace with the small modifications that I made from my list that I used a couple of days ago. And yeah, working out pretty well. So pretty happy for that. I'll keep exploring ace because he is very fun to play. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more gameplays like this, and leave a like if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out, and let me know in the comments below which leader you want me to play next and what content you want to see me do. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.